Today we are making one of my favorites, balloon lavash, with my name on it and to make the dough, I have 200 grams of water and I'm adding 1 heaped teaspoon yeast and a pinch of sugar. Just give it a mix. And I have 2 cups flour. If you have bread flour, that would be better, but if you don't have, all-purpose works great as well. And half teaspoon salt. Making a hole in the center and adding the liquid. First mixing in the bowl.
Is there a special way of mixing it?
No, I'm just like keeping my hands clean because in first stage it's more like mud, then it's gonna be dough, and then I'm gonna touch. When it looks like a dough, I transfer it to the counter and start to knead for 8-10 minutes until smooth and elastic. Okay, the dough become like this. It's soft and a bit sticky. It should be like this because it's gonna help us when we roll it out, and that will be easier to become a balloon lavash. And then I'm like shaping them into balls. After this, they will rest for 20 minutes because it's summer and it's 30 degrees in here. If you overproof them, you can't roll it out because the dough will tear apart. So 20 minutes will be enough. After 20 minutes, I'm taking one of the doughs and like lightly flour my dough and counter. And then with gentle moves, I'm just pressing, make it like round, and then with my rolling pin, rolling it out. The size is depend on you. It's really famous here. They are making really big ones in kebab places and they are bringing to the table. But their oven is also very big. So in home conditions, I don't know, 40 centimeters or maybe less, but you can make small ones as well. They all works. You can make it circle or a little bit ellipse because it's the famous shape. And we are rolling it really thin because if it's thick, it becomes like pita bread. But we want it thinner and to be balloon. So we're gonna roll it out really thin. And like it's around 30 centimeters or maybe more, and that will be enough. Now it needs to rest and proof a little more. And if I leave it here, it's gonna stick in here. So I need a dry kitchen cloth and I'm putting it here like a sleeping baby and fold the other one. And lay a wet kitchen cloth onto them to prevent drying. They're gonna rest here for around 10 minutes while I'm making the other ones. Then we are gonna bake them. Now our balloon lavash doughs are ready. They're gonna rest a little more and rise a little more. Meanwhile, we are gonna make their toppings. First and the most famous one is the egg wash. You can use the yolk, but I usually prefer the whole egg because if you use only yolk, it gets darker too soon. But if you use all of it, it gives its color later and I prefer that. This is the most famous one. There's another one that I also really like and you can see all around to Turkey, especially small towns in bakeries. They mix a little bit flour and a bit water. 1-to ratio flour and water. So we're gonna make like a batter and brush on the breads. Now they rested for around 10 minutes. They are ready to bake and I'm gonna take the first one that I made. Put it on here and check if it's sliding. Yes, it is. And then brush with egg. And if you are famous enough in kebab places, they write your name with nigella seeds. Hope one day you will get one. I didn't get mine yet.
Would you like to write yours now?
I will try. Thank God I have a short name, just 5 letters. Can we call it a B? For better letters, I think they are pouring with something else, but I'm not sure about the K. It's kind of Burak.
Yay!
Now, I'm gonna talk about the oven. First, start your oven as high as possible temperature. Ours is 280. Second, you need a hot surface to make it balloon. So to make that, you can use a pizza stone, and if you don't have that, you can just use the back of the tray as well. Run the oven at least 30 minutes before you bake. In this way, stone can get hot. And place the tray not at the bottom or the top. Place it just close to top. This way it can rise and get the color better and sooner, because if it's gonna bake too much, it's gonna become like a cracker. But we still want it as soft, nice bread. It's gonna bake around 4 or 5 minutes. Keep an eye on it. You can roll out another one. We're gonna change when it's baked with the other one. Balon. The oven version is ready. Now I'm gonna show you the pan version. Again, we need really hot surface. And to do that, we are using a steel pan because non-sticks, they're not healthy for at high temperatures. So we are heating the pan, but this time we are not gonna brush with egg because we are gonna flip it while cooking. And I'm taking my round ones, and while taking them, because it's thin, it's hard to put your hand underneath it. So I'm putting my hand on it and I'm flipping it with the cloth, take it on my hand and bring it and lay it to the pan. And the key here is always flip while cooking. Now we can see some bubbles and hop, flip the first turn. And we're gonna make it for a couple of minutes. As you can see, it's rising a little. But now I need to be gentle because dough is still dough, it's not bread. It didn't harden yet. When the dough is still soft, if you just poke with the spatula, you make a hole and it doesn't rise enough. And if you make it sit on one side too long, it's gonna become hardened as well, so it's not gonna balloon. So in every 20 seconds, we need to flip it. Kind of balloon lavash are ready as well, but I think these are our favorites. And you can see they are still soft. They are really thin. If they wait for 15 minutes, they will become harder. In a traditional kebab place, when you go, this is the first thing that you eat. They bring a balloon lavash, hot one, as we see before, and they bring you tulum peynir, tulum cheese, but Erzincan, not the Izmir one, and butter. Take your first bite. First, I'm spreading my butter and a piece of cheese. Now we are ready to order your mezze and kebab and enjoy the night. Hope you liked this balloon lavash. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and write a comment. As a tradition, end of summer videos, I'm gonna be here for a couple of weeks. See you next time. Take care. Bye bye.